What's up, Kingdom? It's your Lord and Savior King D Free 5 Free of an episode of Let's Play Pokemon Academy Life Forever. In the last episode, we did an egg hunt. Today, it's Sunday Fun Day. What are we gonna do this Sunday? I actually have no clue. Alright, Sharon was also plotting against us. It's alright, we may or may not deserve it. So I learned some things about yesterday. I didn't go back to redo it because I don't want to make it a habit of cheating. I cheated once already because I wanted to test something and, well, no one objected to me keeping the save file, so I kept the damn save file. But, yeah. I cheated once already by... I'm not... half accident, I guess? I didn't want to do so again, but the things I learned are as such. 1. The handicap match against Misty and Callum. There was a way to get that egg without having to win a handicap match. Apparently, to get the egg, I had to team up with Misty against Callum, and then Misty would have given me the option to just take the egg. So that would have been the best way to get that egg. Also, Happiny needed an egg specifically like I thought, and also like I thought, giving Happiny an egg essentially takes that egg away from you, because it will be auto-donated to the school upon going to the lab. However, 1, Happiny doesn't count towards the egg total, so if you got 4 eggs, one of which Happiny is holding... if you give Happiny an egg, you can then get 3 more eggs, and you wouldn't be considered an asshole, because you didn't get 4 eggs, you got 3. Happiny doesn't count towards the egg total. Or at least I assume that's what they meant when they said Happiny doesn't count toward the egg total. Also, getting Happiny gives you the option to do a trade with Whitney for an egg that she found. I have no clue what eggs Whitney finds, so I don't know if the eggs she found are worth it. But yeah, Happiny also gives you the opportunity to trade with Whitney. Yeah, so that's my situation. So if you have any odd jobs for me, I'd be right chuffed if you let me know. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen, but I'll mind you and keep. What? I'll keep you in mind. Sorry, is what I meant to say. Sorry, but I can't think of anything I could hire you for. No need to be sorry about that. Just, mind me and keep. This is physically painful. Maybe I should step in. Since we're on the battle team together, I thought I'd mention I just really need to get some money quick, or else in 5 months. Did somebody say money quick? Yes, fantastic! Sonia, you and I, we're gonna rule this school. You know what we're surrounded by? Paintings? Huh, yeah, they're probably worth something too. But no, not that. I'm surprised you haven't thought of it first, actually. We're surrounded by thick, oversized, bulging wallets. I don't think everyone in the school is filthy rich besides you, and it sounds to me like you might appreciate a little redistribution of assets. The fuck are you going on about, woman? Are you trying to get me to join a campus political group? Not even! Politics is the small man's game. They can paint the car any color they want, but it's the people with the money who decide how it drives. I'm so lost. Then it's a good thing I found you, Sonia. I'm offering you my hand in collaboration. I'm the only self-made woman in this entire school. Everyone else, they're here on mommy or daddy's money. I'm here because I raised the funds myself and worked hard for it for over a decade. But isn't everyone 18? Except for Jasmine. I assume Jasmine is 20 because she's been in the club for 2 years. No, she's been there for 3 years. Jasmine's 21. You must be very proud, but I don't see... Take it from the self-made woman, Sonia of the battle team. There are a dozen different ways you can make money and need to pay off your tuition before the deadline. I'm not going to sell my body. There are 11 different ways you can make money. Wait, was it 12? No, she said a dozen. Like... Banking! I've got a little bank myself, the Felicity Bank, that I decided to run out of the goodness of my own heart for all the Pokemon students. Tired of wiping out against a Pokemon and dropping mine the way out? Afraid of getting into gamble battles against stronger opponents? This is the solution. Plus, there's an extremely generous interest plan attached. The more money you put in, the more I'll automatically deposit into your bank every day. I don't trust you. Also, Felicity Bank. That's a reference to, Mystery Dungeon, I believe. Obviously, you can deposit or withdraw money from it whenever you want. Don't hold inconvenient customer unfriendly hours like banks in town. How much to join? I'll let you buy in for a modest $200 fee. You literally can't get a better deal than that for the price of a Pokeball. I'll loop you into a deal with an almost guaranteed 1% rate of return every day. Actually, how would you feel about signing up for my yoga class? It's an Inspira. Natane Eternal Yoga. We could work on burning off some of that excess fat, eh? I like my excess fat. Huh. I was thinking you just couldn't find a shirt that fit. Wow. Look, about the investment, Do I really want to? Sonia, don't. Eh? Yeah, I've been here the whole time. Sonia, come on. This is shady as hell. We have no idea what Gardenia's gonna do with our money. I'm desperate, Dwayne. I mean, clearly you're not desperate enough. You're not wanting to whore yourself out. Here. Really? Yeah, money's a bit tight for me too, but what's it for if not for helping friends? I lost 200. That hurt my wallet, but at least she's happy now. I didn't see if I actually got any points from her. Oh, that's actually weirdly gallant. Damn, I need to get a shirt like that. Then I can get myself a guy who'll pay for stuff. Sure, I'll be paying with your money if that gamble battle from last Friday is an indication. Well, aren't you cocky? I'll get that money back, believe me. Anyways, if either of you want to chat, find me at the baseball field. I'm always down to talk business. Guys? I fell into a vase and I can't get out. Hello? Somebody? I guess this is my life now. Can I go back and help Tom? Alright, I have a rank up event with Sonia. I have a rank up event with Rosa. And I have a rank up event with both of you. I'm curious to know what rank up of Blue is, so sure. You want to find Blue? Yes. You're heading out to the fields to train when suddenly you see a spiky brown bush over the nearest hill. Approaching closer, you recognize the person attached to the bottom of it. Ah, great. Maybe I can try and just turn around then. Actually, let's just talk to Caterpie for a bit. I know I definitely can't convince him to lay off me, but maybe I can at least try to see where he's coming from. Well, here goes nothing. Hey, Blue! Oh, it's you. $1,000 wait, what do you want? $1,000 would be a good start. You've had enough handouts. What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Don't play dumb. Believe me, I'm not playing. You only got into the school because Gramps wanted you. It's the only thing that makes sense. I know you didn't have the grades or the battling ability to get in any other way. He's not exactly wrong. Then you got put into the homeroom class of the teacher and bent the rules to get in here in the first place. And you get exactly the starter you wanted. Then the damn battle team trials were rigged in your favor. Everyone just gives you things. You haven't earned a single thing in your life. He's not exactly wrong, because of Phrenergy. But I can't tell him that. Well, what do you want me to do? When someone wants to give me something, just turn them down? Say no? Yeah. What? Did you not realize you could do that? I'm not going to turn down other people's kindness just to make you feel like your situation's more fair. Of course you're not, because you don't give a damn about what's fair or not, do you? Blue, we're equal. I don't think I'm better than you. Don't you dare say we're equal. I train harder, I study harder, I battle harder. You just coast along and never loser's hands out. And that means that I'm better than you. That's not true, Caterpie, but whatever. And that's another thing. That goddamn nickname. My name is Blue. Blue Oak. Emphasis on the blue. De-emphasize the oak. You ruined any possibility I had of foreign friends in Pallet Town with everyone calling me Caterpie all the time. Because of course they would follow the leader, and just copy whatever you're doing. I ruined your friends. You ruined mine. I went 4 years in high school without anyone wanting to look at me. Yeah, and I thought maybe you would have learned your lesson then. What fucking lesson? That you can't push me around forever. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I was not the bully. I did not push you around. Oh yeah? Well, whatever. I was trying to get Gramps' attention. Not whatever. Well, whenever I was trying to get Gramps' attention, who was always there to get in the way? He was like the only adult in Pallet Town I know personally. I was a literal child. It was his responsibility to make sure he was paying attention to you. Ha! So you admit Gramps ignored me? Yes, of course he did. And that was super unfair. But that wasn't my fault. We're both adults now, so we need to just get over it. Oh, sure, you want me to just forget the years of being shoved into the shadows while everyone sucks your dick? Also, yeah, while I don't like Caterpie, you don't get to decide when other people get over things. Yeah, no. I don't think I'm gonna be getting over it anytime soon. Why don't you get over losing all your friends and blaming me for it, huh? This is a waste of time. What are you even doing out here? What do you think? Picking daisies? I'm training, obviously. Aren't the Pokemon here way too low level for you? It's typical you'd say something like that. I'm doused in Max Repel right now. You know what that means? Only the strongest Pokemon make their way out here. Pokemon at my level. You give a quick sniff. The air does smell vaguely of Haxorus body spray. Pikachu on your older is holding his nose with 2 paws. Does that confirm that Pikachu is currently weaker than Blue's team? Oh, God. Memory serves, his Pidgeotto was level 18 last time, so yeah, it makes sense. Wow, I'm only level 12? My strongest Pokemon is level 15. Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. I guess the only reason you don't already have a level 100 Pidgeot is because you don't got Max Repels back in Pallet Town. I could have had them delivered if I had any pocket money, but Gramps didn't give Sis and I allowance. He only barely remembered holidays, when I at least had an excuse to ask him for money. And unlike you, I have some goddamn pride. I wasn't about to beg Daisy for money for her job in Viridian. You know, Sis and I were snowed in one day. We literally couldn't get out of the front door. We had barely any food in the house. The phone lines weren't working. We didn't have mobiles. Gramps was still in his damn lab working through the night. Yeah, I do remember that. You remember when it was, too? Snowfall Day, right? December 25th? Well, at least you remember that. Yeah, Snowfall Day. While every other kid was opening presents and roasting chestnuts over the fire, Daisy and I were shivering in our house, starving, trying not to freeze to death. Do you remember what happened around noon, though? Pikachu and I finally dug for the pile of snow until we got to your window. You scratched the glass. We opened the window and came to your house. I brought out a bag of chestnuts. Then Pikachu uses electricity to start a fire, and we all had an awesome snowfall day. Yeah, well, what happened? We were friends then, Caterpie. Were we? What? What do you mean? Whatever. If you're too slow to figure it out, I'm not gonna explain it for you. Whatever, I'm busy. If you aren't here to help me out, then you can just get lost. Help you out? Train, dumbass. You're a loser, but at least you know how to battle. Thanks for the show of support. Well, are we trading or not? Just be straight with me. When you're asking me to train like this, you realize you're asking me to stick around, right? You're asking me to spend time with you? You're aware of that, right? Psh, you wish. I'm offering my time to you because I'd seriously be pathetic to have my rival be lagging so far behind me all the time. Yeah, okay, whatever, let's do it. Oh, we aren't actually gonna fight? I thought we were gonna fight each other. Okay, I guess by this game's metric, Pikachu is over-leveled, because it's clearly getting less experience than the others. Sorry, not Pikachu, Gibber. Pikachu got more experience than Gibber. Ha, you see that? My Pidgeotto totally rocks! Damn, we're both training pretty much the same way, but I can tell that Caterpie's Pokemon pulled way ahead. Well, it's no surprise you've been trained at Pidgey ever since we were kids. What? Do you remember when we got our starters? Yeah? And I got Pikachu and he... That's when I realized life wasn't fair. That's when I realized I had to fight harder than anyone else to get what I deserved. Huh? What do you mean? Well, I can already see what he means. Pidgey is a basic Route 1 Pokemon. Pikachu is an absurdly rare catch in Viridian Forest. Red not only started off the type advantage, he started off with the better Pokemon. What? You really never put two and two together? God, you really are slow. Enlighten me, O wise one. O fount of knowledge. Tss. Listen up, blockhead. My grandpa gave you a Pikachu, which is a rare electric type that can only be captured in Viridian Forest. And he gave me a Pidgey, which is a dirt common flying type you catch by taking a couple steps outside a pallet fence. Oh. You think you're making some kind of statement by using your Pikachu at the battle team because Pikachu's so weak or whatever. I'd be lucky to have a Pikachu. I mean, I'm sorry, man, What? Huh, I just said I was sorry about how your grandpa treats you. Regardless of how much he brought it onto himself, Professor Oak had a responsibility to be the adult in that room. Don't say that. Don't apologize for other people, dumbass. What? Okay, fine, I take it back. Gramps has a lot to apologize for. You do too, but neither of you are getting off by apologizing for what someone else did. Okay, this is going to be dumb, but what do I have to apologize for? You can start by apologizing for coming up with that dumbass nickname and bringing it back up in Pokemon. You know what? Alright, fine, I'll do that. Yeah, I knew you. Wait, what? Sorry for calling you names when I was like 7. And I'm sorry for bringing it back up here. That was childish. You didn't mean that. Oh my god, Blue, why are you so stubborn? You're determined to never be happy. It's not my fault that everyone who should be on my side thinks taking me down is the greatest thing since sliced bread. What? My own grandpa, my only living adult relative, spent more time in his lab than he did with you, and more time with you than he did with me. Daisy had to get a job at 14 to support us. passing out free potion samples to random people who walked in and out of town. And then my so-called best friend decided that gathering the world's biggest friend group was more important than seeing if I was okay. Blue, I was 14! I had no way of knowing you were doing okay unless you told me. You just got angry. If you weren't terrified of showing a tiny bit of vulnerability to your friend, then maybe I could have helped you. Whatever, I've wasted enough time here. Blue, what? Do you want to be friends again? We can make it happen, it's that easy. Oh, shove off. I can tell he's hurt, and he does want to be friends again, but he's not willing to open the door even a centimeter. I've done everything I can, right? I mean, all that stuff he's blaming me for, none of it was really my fault, right? Blue? You're a second-rate trainer, and I'll never be caught dead being friends with you ever again. But we can hang out. I was serious when I said I'd miss my favorite stooge while I was talking to when I take my place around the champions of the world. If you have even one skill, it's that. You're a good listener. And God knows you like to talk. And for some reason, when I tell people I'm the best trainer in Kokobon, no one takes me seriously. You and Janine might be the only people in this whole school who actually get it. And for you, it's just because I keep beating your ass. I'm honored. So yeah, if you want to just hang out around me and listen to me talk about how great I am, then I won't kick you away. Maybe you'll actually learn something. Maybe I will. From rival to listener, that feels like a downgrade. Alright, there we go. Sorry, lost the mic for a second there. Given my lower standards, I'd usually accept. We date for a few months and then... well, usually the relationship would end up when they realize that dating me didn't get them any closer to Ness. That's depressing. I'm sorry, Sonia. Well, it happened so often that Raihan started making jokes about how I was like Nessa's boyfriend secretary. I was just giving them test runs for her. Eesh, that seems a bit hurtful, I guess? Right, it wasn't fantastic. But I'm over that now. I've got so much else to worry about. Barely even registered, honest. Ah, sorry. You probably don't want to hear about my dull complaints. Hey, it's fine. I'm actually really interested in hearing what your verdict against geologists is. No, vendetta against geologists is. Seems kinda weird, so there must have been a good reason, right? Well, I can't quite say it's a good one, but yes, I've got a bit of a history of geologists. Lay it on me. Have you ever heard of wishing stars? Yeah, they're rocks that fall frequently to Galar, right? And they're part of what powers the Dynamax phenomenon there? Oh, is she gonna bring up the fact that she doesn't have a wishing star? But everybody else does? Mostly right. What you just described was pretty much everything everyone in Galar knew about wishing stars for hundreds of years. And they've been falling for thousands before. Well, my Gran made it her life's work to investigate them properly. I helped, and we actually figured out something incredible. Something that hundreds of years of past research hadn't shown up. They're not actually rocks. I think I can see where this is going. It does rather lay itself out, doesn't it? Yes, they're not rocks at all. Instead, they're parts of a super ancient Pokemon, or otherwise definitely organic entity. Now, in total fairness, the entity's body is composed of calcite, likes, mineralistic keratin, which can be very easily be mistaken for a rock, and definitely have for hundreds of years. She's cute when she's talking about something she's passionate about. Everyone is. People are the most attractive when they talk about the things they love. But by analyzing the fragments of biological material still attached to the core of the wishing star, those trace fragments that survived the exosphere and impact with Earth, I was able to determine that the wishing stars were, without a shadow of a doubt, organic. Which made all the geologists in Galar hate you? Astrologists mainly, but yes. What about the biologists, though? Well, Gran and I did get a few letters from them thanking us for it, but the hate mail we got from those bloody rock nerds quite outstriped the former. Jeez, I guess they were passionate about their field. If I had £1 for every letter I got threatening to stone me, and put it aside, it was quite barbaric. Did people lose their jobs over this? Why so much passion? The chairman of the Galarian League had invested a lot of money into gathering up wishing stars. There were huge payouts for anybody who could donate them to the League, and who could give him more information about them. But as soon as Gran and I published our paper, the true nature of the wishing stars, those bounties dried up. The chairman didn't explain his reasoning, is that his understanding of Galar's energy solutions had dramatically shifted. How so? Not certain. There were rumors that he was going to try and build a rocket that could travel into space and mine the source of the wishing stars for the energy within. I reckon that if that was his plan, us proving that these meteors were coming from Pokemon would make it pretty hard to mine. No, it would still be easy to mine, just immoral. I get it. So it's less that people lost their jobs and more that, well, a lot of people were getting pretty wealthy before Gran and I published our paper. Bloody cheapskate never did pay us. Gran and, well, mostly just me. I could really use that money right now. You know we're kind of in the same boat. Beg pardon? I'm a Pokemon dropout. You're the favorite of the battle team captain. I'm not sure I see the similarities here. Yeah, they're more of skin deep. I say same boat, and I mean, well, I can't really pay for Kokobon either. What? Yeah, I'm from a small town in southwest of Kanto, Pallet Town. Most people haven't heard of it. Have you? Afraid not. Sorry. No biggie. Anyway, yeah, I'm from a tiny town and lived in a tiny house. It was just me and my mom. I got onto the school, but I can't afford it. Something will come up. Really? Where's this coming from? I can't rightly say, but I have a feeling. I know when bad things are about to happen, but I also know when good things are about to happen. It's, well, I suppose you'd call it an ability. Oh, you're clairvoyant now? There's a group in Gala that believes in the concept called karma. Good things happen to those who had bad happen to them, and vice versa. It's a comforting thought that everything will balance out in the end. A lot of awful stuff happened to me, but I'm certain that good is just around the corner. And the longer I wait, the better it will be. That's either some impressive optimism or damaging delusion. I just need to get through to now, and tomorrow will be better. Hey, would you be willing to tell me why you left Kokobon last year? Was it really because you discovered the battle team hideously corrupt and evil, and you had to leave to train for a year until you were strong enough to come back and defeat them? I'm guessing she's about to say no, but I'll tell you in ranked 3. That sounds like something Leaf would say. Yeah, she did. So people are talking about why I left. Well, I suppose that's no surprise. No, I'm afraid it wasn't anything so stylish. I'm not some sort of secret agent. I don't have an exploding pen. I like my martini stirred, and I don't have any insidious stir on the battle team. Random fun fact, I actually do like my drink shaken instead of stirred. Not because there's a reason to have that preference. I'm just too lazy to wash a spoon. So rather than stirring my drinks, I just shake them together. I don't give a cow to wager against it to me, but if I prepared a drink, it's getting shaked. I'm not washing a damn spoon. That'd be a more fun story, honest. I'm willing to tell you, Dwayne, but you'll probably just think less of me. Everyone slips and falls occasionally. I'm sure it's not that bad. Right. Well, the story... Wait, I'm actually learning it now? and I'm back. I lost the USB connection while I was struggling to breathe. Like I was saying, that's a blatant lie. I was supposed to find her in the field, not in Innsbruck City. What's happening here? Hi, Rosa here. Yep, thank you so much, all of you. I really can't thank you enough for your supports. You suddenly spy Rosa, desperately dashing between multitudes of people who all seem to be clamoring for her attention. She signs autographs, notebooks, one young boy's shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear, don't you know? Ah, well, that's the problem with being a world-famous actress, I guess. Anytime you step outside, you're going to have people clamoring for your attention. Oh, that's... seems like she just saw me, and... Alright everyone, sorry to end it early, but the show's over. Got a big night of filming, so I really have to get my shopping done before then. Bodyguard? Mind clearing a path? I'd like to upgrade to bodyguard. Well, she is convincing. Right now, what would a bodyguard say in the situation? Oh, right you are, miss. You got an appointment with the director of movies. She looks so disappointed in me. Upon the conclusion of your performance, your expression is one that can only be described as cringing. Hey, that guy's not actually a bodyguard. Yeah, he's just a crappy actor. Just indescribably bad, actually. Hey guys, alright, he's not my bodyguard, but he is going to help me shop. So say goodbye to your favorite Rosa and tune in for my next movie, Broken Bird, coming to theaters near you soon. Oh, I love you guys too, but I really need to leave now. Takes another 10 minutes for Rosa to successfully disperse the crowd. You do your best to move them away as well. Yeah, that was fun. I imagine it gets exhausting though. No, I'm totally used to it. Oh, good. Aw, it's becoming an instinct. I actually meant to say yes, very. But I'm so good at lying, I guess I've gotten to the point that I can't stop. Wait, oh. That's a super fun idea for a character. I need to text this to my manager. Like the heroine's forced to only tell lies. It'd probably work as a romantic comedy. Although, depending on how we play it out, we could probably have it work as a horror. Maybe we'll cut to two different ways. Release the horror version in the East markets, and the comedy version in the Western markets. So comedy in the Americas and horror in the Asian countries. So you're involved in the writing of your own movies as well? Some of them, usually just up to the ideation stage though. Ideation stage? Ideation stage? I don't know. Yeah, that's the first part of making a movie. Fine, I'll look up how to pronounce the damn word, but apparently it's gonna keep coming up. Yeah, that's the first part of making a movie. Ideation is the stage where we think up what the script will be. After that is writing, then pre-marketing, then pre-marketing. Then shooting, then post-marketing, then market research. Why is market research before market... Wait, no, that makes sense actually, sorry. When I heard market research, I was thinking about when you show the movie to a private group of people, or show a pilot to a private group of people to see if it works. I don't know why I mixed up two different things. I'm dumb sometimes. Lots of markets there. Yeah, the business side of my industry gets pretty intense. I'm pretty lucky that I just get to work on the movies I want to, though. A lot of actresses don't get to do that. They end up just doing coffee commercials for 10 years, and then they're too old to be leading ladies. Huh, how'd you avoid that? Oh, it's kind of a long and boring story. Plus you can read the whole thing on pretty much any of my wiki pages. You sure you want to hear it? You need to shop, right? Why don't you tell me while we do that? Oh, no, I don't need to shop at all. Actually, my manager has people do that for me. Plus, it's difficult for me to figure out what I'm even allowed to buy. Most things are off limits for me, since buying them would be seen as unsanctioned endorsement. Woman, your life sounds like hell. Damn. Rosa, forgive me for asking, but how do you even live like this? Sounds like you're not allowed to breathe air that hasn't been approved by your Pokestar Studios. Oh, it's not a hassle. There aren't many rules, and I can... Gah, I did it again. Okay, no characters, just Rosa. It's pretty hard sometimes, but I also get to do the best job ever, so I think it's a fair trade-off. And if it ever becomes too much, I could just leave. You really love being an actress, then? I couldn't begin to imagine a better job. I love everything about it. The fame, the attention, the money. Shallow, but understandable. I was expecting you to say something more noble. Maybe a little bit. If I was going to be noble, I would have become a firefighter instead of just playing one in the heartburn. Of course, you know, if interviewers ask me why I do it, I'll say it's because I want to leave something for the next generation, but... I mean, have you seen my films? Every actor says they're doing it for the kids, but I'm not sure I want kids watching my movies. I did watch one of your films, actually. Leaf recommended I watch, Provoked. Shit was required for cultural literacy. Oh wow, she really is a hardcore fan then. A strong stomach. I wonder how she managed to get a copy. A parents' organization started buying them up to destroy them last I heard. Yeah, about that. That one. What did she do? Yep, it was a prosthetic. Oh, she lost the limb. Oh, phew. Anyway, I don't want kids watching that for obvious reasons. That's one of those things parents got right. So this is kind of a weird question, and probably if I'm getting too personal, but why are you at Kokobon? Seems like everything about your time here is really restricting and you're not getting the same experience as other students, so why come? Well, that's kind of connected to how I became an actress. Aw, shuck, guess you do have to tell me the full story then. Oh well, it kind of happened on accident. I was just a regular registered Pokemon trainer. 5 years ago, I was going on my adventure and even gotten gym badges. Wait, 5 years ago? Aren't you 20? Wait, 20? The fuck is our age supposed to be? I thought we were fresh adults! Yeah, but you know that lets you become a trainer earlier. Which explains why Iris is already a champion. Huh, neat. How much earlier? Depends on the city. Driftville lets 6-year-olds have a Pokemon, but they're kind of a national embarrassment. Anyway, I got my badges and was about to face Roxy, the Burbank City gym leader, but she had some sort of big argument for Dad, so I had to go patch that over for them. Why? Roxy's a pretty intense rocker. When she gets angry, the only way to get it out of her system is to let her play her music for a few hours. I couldn't wait that long, and I tracked down her dad. Well, as it happens, her dad was a frequent extra at Pokestar Studios. He just got his first starring role, and... Yeesh, that bad? He wasn't going to be winning any Poke keys. Pokies? Oh, it's a Poke Emmy. Okay. I can't tell you that much. He actually handled that disaster was his first movie with dignity. Like, he was really good about it. Anyway, this happened to be in the area when the director, who I think was a bit frantic to get people to forget Pop Roxy's movie, grabbed me and asked me if I wanted to be a star. Uh-oh. Yeah, not a good start, is it? But I didn't have to do anything weird. They were actually shooting a music video for Pierce's song, Black 2 and White 2. They just wanted me to stand in the background, but a bunch of people on the internet saw my hair and wanted to know who I was. Your hair? Yeah, it's kind of my trademark. I always wear it like this even before I became known for wearing it like this. Huh, what was the original reason? That's a secret. You won't find it out on any of my wiki pages either. Ooh, mysterious. Anyway, I was about to go back to Burbank and challenge Roxy, The music video only took 3 days to shoot, but there were a few offered jobs for extras in the studio, and since I was on set, they just rehired me. And by the time those exhibitions were done with, Pierre's band video page was just drowned in comments asking about Yankee buns. Well, Mr. Dio, the director, wanted to capitalize on my popularity, so he put me in a couple more videos, and then a few longer-form documentaries. Luckily, as I became more popular, I lost the Yankee Buns nickname, but my Galarian fans still call me that, mostly. I try not to go to Galar too often. Anyways, after that, I started getting bigger and bigger roles, and, well, now it's like this. It's Rosa, world-famous star, stealer of hearts, and putter of butts and seats. And that's my story. But for real, the people on my wikis do a much better job of telling it. I think the mods on Movie Wiki are all English PhDs. Maybe, but it's cool to hear it from the source. Anyway, does that answer your question? Actually, it answered pretty much every question except for the one I asked. Eh? Why are you here, at Kokobon? You explained how you got started as an actress, but if anything, that just makes me wonder why you're trying to become a trainer even more. Well, I'm kind of embarrassing to admit this, but I didn't mean to become so famous and get all this attention and money in movies and stuff. It was kind of just an accident. This whole world-famous star thing, just a side quest. I seem to have cut into the biography of my life. Wow. Now, I'm not sure that, that I can actually still be a trainer. I'm very out of practice. You in gym class were the first fight I've had in a long time where you were genuinely trying to beat me. Honestly, I was kind of surprised when I hit your Pokemon they didn't fly back dramatically on invisible wires. I'm so used to pretending to be a trainer that... Well, I'm here at Kokobon because I wanted to find out for myself if I can still be a trainer. Or if I've just flipped the script and have to play this new role forever now. Which wouldn't be a bad thing, of course. I mean, world-famous actress? You're never going to hear me complain about that. It'd just be so awesome if I could be both a brilliant trainer and a famous actress. Well, we know it's possible. Yeah, Diantha's a huge idol of mine. I'd die if I could meet her one day. Actually, I got into Psychic type because of her Mega Gardevoir. I'd say that's probably the most iconic Pokemon in the world. Guess I've got one more question then. I don't think the Wiki will answer this one for me. Oh yeah? I think the guys on Wiki here know me better than I know myself. But go ahead. If you didn't actually come out here to shop, why did you come out here? Oh, actually I was trying to get away from my fans. There's a big group of them back on campus, and I love them, of course, and everything they do, but every time I meet one, they act like it's the most important day of their life, because it is. I tell them I'm really nothing special when I'm not in front of a screen, but I also don't want to ruin their mental image of me, so sometimes it's nice just getting lost in the crowd once in a while. Looks like you don't do that too well this time, though. It would probably be easier to blend it if I wore my hair differently, but that's just not happening. I bet your hair is the source of your powers. If your hair is cut, you lose your ability to act, right? Maybe. Actually, my hair is pretty heavily insured. I think the studio actually thinks my hair is the source of my power. That'll mess with the time skip design we had planned for Broken Bird, but they can easily cut it out in post. Hey, you know Leaf? Oh yeah, she's a big fan of mine. Really interested in hearing her personal story like this. Oh, go ahead. And thanks for asking. A lot of people think they just tell anybody any part of some public affairs in life. Okay. Well, it's a story she's heard before. She goes into details for hours. You gain 3 points with Leaf. Yay, off-camera points. Question. Sure, be my guest. What could a star like you want to ask someone like me? When you were pretending to be my bodyguard, to trick people into thinking you were a bodyguard, way more than you did the idea that you actually were one. Hey, kinda offended. I was playing a role I had absolutely no rehearsal for. What would I even make you think that I could pretend to be a bodyguard anyway? Well, you're tall, fit, and you've got Ferocious Attack Pikachu on your heels. Ferocious Attack Pikachu? Pika! Yep. Well, I guess I'm just really, really bad at acting. I could give lessons. Really? Why? Of all the things your manager could not tell you to do, that feels like it makes the most sense. Well, I might not be allowed to, technically. I just like talking with you. You don't freak out over me, which is actually pretty rare and pretty cool too. Maybe I'll start freaking and so watch more of your movies. Hope not. Because at some point during this conversation you turn more. Then welcome to the show, fanboy. Not because I dislike this. Would you be what? When you suddenly see a new text. How do I keep somehow changing the volume? How am I doing? My mic. I don't know how long my mic was out. I don't want to redo this entire episode, so however long I was out, I'm sorry. Y'all just gonna have to deal with the silence. I'm really sorry. I'm not doing this again. You arrive at your dorm, you bring out your phone and text someone out of habit when you suddenly see a new text. Hiya, the dean of the school wants to talk to you. Don't leave him waiting, okay? When did Bianca get my number? Hey man, did you just get a weird text? Yeah. You too? Who's it from? Beats me, man. I assume it's from Bianca, the one that isn't a Pokemon in disguise. Oh, there's Bubbles. Hold on, there's Bubbles. They're saying something. This is Bianca, by the way. Nate gave me your number. Hope you aren't too mad. Too mad. Heart heart. Receive Bianca's contact info. What? Nate, you gave her my number? I don't remember ever giving him my number. Yeah, come to think of it. Don't worry about it. Oh, but we should exchange contact deets in case it gets loose and we need you to wrangle it again. I gave him my number a while ago. Definitely didn't say he could share my number with other people, though. What, are you upset? Nah, would have appreciated a heads up, though. Understandable. Well, guess we should go. Yeah, but where to? She's not responding. Maybe she went to bed already? Studying dreams? Maybe. The dean's office has got to be somewhere in the Academy building, right? Let's just head out. Maybe she'll text us on the way. You sure it's safe for us to go out? What, you worry about people from the city? Nah, mostly just worry about the curfew. It's really soon. Bianca said the dean wants us. If the dean can't get us out of curfew, no one can. Wait. Was that actually Bianca? Or is this a Sharon plot? Because Sharon knows those two. And it doesn't make sense that he would just give out our contact without asking us. And it's near curfew. I think this is a Sharon plot. Yeah, but what if Beatrice is, lying? Ethan, what? Bianca's a sweetheart. Why would she lie? I mean, she's pretty close to Chudwick, right? And Chadwick isn't exactly happy with you. What if... These names! What if Nigerandio, Nigerandio, whatever the fuck that says, has been telling me is correct? Who is that? Is that N? Is that Nate? Oh, that's a difficult one to parse. Chadwick is Charon. Nigerandio is Nate, I think? Huh, what has Nate been telling you? Bad puns mostly, but he did say that Chadwick's becoming desperate to figure out why you're doing so well. Understandable. Honestly, I kinda get the feeling. Bianca's my friend, and friends don't lie to each other, right, Ethan? Right. Cool, let's go then. Have you two noticed anything strange about Ethan, ever since the battle team tryouts? Huh? What was that? Sorry, I've just been busy with these campus documents. Ah, yeah, sorry, Hilbert, didn't hear that either. I was on the phone with May. What'd you say? You're all so unobservant. Remember those Lopunny and Baneri attacked us? Yeah. It's weird where they came so far out in the forest. So many of them, too. Lopunny normally lived there, right? It reminds me of that Absol that ran out of the mountains. They had to be connected somehow, right? Maybe something moved that into their territory. Wait, what? I think I read that wrong. Maybe something moved into their territory. Yeah, I don't know where I got the that from. It's hard trying to read these in a fast manner, because with my bad vision, picking up on the words quickly is extremely difficult. Beats me, dude. That makes sense, but still doesn't explain the hot cross bunny going all mega on us. I love it. Hot cross bunny? Yeah, you know, like the Springs Day snack. Oh, so you're not saying that Lopunny is... I mean, Lopunny is hot. No, no. It's okay, man. We can all admit that Lopunny is hot. Wait, did the game's audio stop working? You know what? I am not fixing that. The game just doesn't have music now, I guess. Unless... What? Nothing. You there, young man. Huh? Oh, there's Drayden. Are you Dwayne King and Ethan Gold? Yes, sir, that we are. It is well that you are, else I would send you scurrying back to your dorm with an admonishment to observe the curfew. You seem happy. But, as you are in fact who I seek, I have other business with you. Are you here to thank us for watching your daughter? You may not know me, though you may know my work. I seek to diminish my direct interference in matters of academics. I am the column that holds aloft the stakeholders, Gilded Magazine, and prevents them from altogether crushing this place of learning. Sir? I'm a country boy from Kanto. I can't quite understand everything you're saying. Oh, sorry. I always put on airs to impress new students, but let me speak plainly. I am Drayden, the Dean of Academics of Pokemon Academy of Advanced Pokemon Arts and Sciences, and current acting president. Oh, acting? So Roxanne fucked off. Uh, uh-oh. Why do you quake? You mean besides the fact that your thighs are thicker than my torso? If I might go on a limb here, I think the reason Ethan is concerned is because, well, the Demon of the Academy wants to talk to us directly. We probably did something pretty wrong. Have you any recollection of doing so? I hid in the women's bathroom my first day here? It's probably the only rule I've broken. Not really, sir. Then it would seem you have nothing to fear. No. I come to meet and thank you. Huh? What did we do? You have gained entrance into the school's battle team, as I believe was another one of your roommates, Hilbert von. No, I'm not even gonna try. No. No. That's a mouthful. Sounds like a prince's name. Thought you never didn't have kings. Indeed, we do not. The effort required to ensure that remains the case, even in modern day, cannot be overstated. But I'm not here to teach of Unovan history, much as the topic might excite. I've come to express my thanks for the torch you will carry for the battle team. Carry proudly and with honor, no doubt, but that alone would not drag me out from my office. I understand that in this very garden, you two fought a herd of wild Lopunny and Baneri, headed by one that Mega evolved, seemingly without a trainer. Well, yes, sir, we did, but how did you know? Who told you? Wait, Dwayne, I get it. This guy's daddy. Please do not call me that. What he meant was that we met your daughter, Iris. She must have been the one who told you, right? She did. She told me that she had a good time. I would thank you for that, and for protecting her from the Lopunny attack. So is that protection in quotes because I lost? Or is it in quotes because Iris is a champion trainer and thus much stronger than us? Hey, it's what we're here for. Actually, we're here to study, but that just felt right to say in the moment. I must ask you, young man, to scratch your brains for absolutely anything you can think of that might shed some light into why that Lopunny possessed the power of Mega Evolution. Besides what your daughters told you, I'm not sure if I can think of anything else. There was a meteor that landed outside the campus a while ago, but right before that there was an Absol that came down from the mountains, almost like it was warning us about the meteor. But Absol was outside its habitat, and it was acting really crazy too, like the Lopunny. But the Absol was not Mega Evolved, correct? No, sir. I have it with me, actually, sir. Perhaps something to consider later. I've taken enough of your time for now. Please be on your way back to your dorm. Wouldn't want security to misunderstand your benign intentions. Sure thing, sir. Sir, I have a question. Why did you meet us out here instead of, I don't know, call us to your office? The stars, young man. It's important, when it seems like luck is rushing by your ears, to plant your feet and look up at the stars. How fleeting are all humans' passions in comparison to the massive continuity of the astral bodies. No man may think himself grand when scaled to the universe. Are you all right, sir? Oh? Of course, young man. How could I be anything but when I see young people such as yourself grabbing the baton of the future? I'm not despondent, young man. I'm in awe. Overwhelmed and in awe of it all. In awe of the youth, of Pokemon, of the miracle that we get to live. There was a time when I believed that as I was a large man, a powerful man, a man who could handle any challenge thrown my way, that I knew what power was, but I knew my place and the path in life was. And then I had a daughter, and there is nothing more humbling than that. Though perhaps my specific daughter is slightly more humbling than others. Come on, just let it slip. Let us know she's a champion. I gotta say, sir, I don't see. Oopsie doopsie 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 doopsie. Gotta say, sir, I don't see the family resemblance. Sir, do you like chocolate? I was not blessed with the ability to be her father, no. But she is, in every way that matters, my daughter. Adoption, got it. Much as she is my chosen family, I hope I can prove myself a reliable chosen mentor over the next year. He seems like a nice guy, but how would he react if he knew I wasn't able to pay my tuition here? Sir, I have a question about one of my battle teammates. Hmm? Sonia Magnolia. Seems like Mr. Lance talked to you when you worked out some sort of deal. Since she was a student last year, she isn't available for most of the tuition waivers, right? Hmm. Well, is there some special payment plan that she has to access to? Some sort of scholarship I don't know about? Nothing that you two, as battle team members, don't have access to. What do you mean, sir? Surely you must know. What's that student council doing during orientation if not covering this sort of information? Bah! They drive me to distraction. Wait, did I read that right? Drive me to distraction? Is that a phrase? I've never heard that said as a phrase before. Like, drive me to drink, sure. Drive me to distraction? Kokuban Academy offers many scholarships, both before and during the school year. Your tuition can be reduced for excelling in many different fields sports, academics, battling. That's very good to know. I was just kind of surprised that you could have handed out rules like that to let Sonya in. Rules exist to protect. If a rule is harming someone, then the rule must be changed. And if the rule cannot be changed quickly enough to help the person, it would otherwise harm. Well, I'm the dean. I'd like to talk with who decided that. No, no. Exceptions can always be made for those of a story. She proved herself the first time she got into school, and I counted it as a deep personal shame when she left last year. Though perhaps that isn't my story to tell. Run along now, students. As I said, it's getting late. All right, good night, sir. Hmm. Hey guys, we're back. And guess what? We met the dean. Well, wonders never cease. Did you guys run into Hilbert as well? He went out after you guys. Huh? No, we didn't see him at all. It's past curfew now, isn't it? Concerning. One can only imagine what he's getting himself into now. Yes, sir, I understand. Two, no more. I believe the forest fire was unrelated. MC Squared didn't know anything. MC Squared, what was that again? Oh, that was the second E. The second E was that Ethan or Erica? I don't remember which one was MC Squared. I think it was Ethan. I think Ethan was MC Squared. 2 more weeks? Fine. I understand. Good night. Damn, he was so up my ass. I'm almost enjoying it. Things are getting weirder and weirder. It's all centered around that meteor. My team wasn't the first there. Who was? You. What are you doing out so late? Hey, H, just enjoying the night air. What about you? Following some acquaintances. They just. You? No, I usually go by N. Can I help you? You! Whoa, buddy, what? I've been watching you for weeks now. Every single steel type class. I knew I'd seen you before. I might have forgotten, like so much else in my life, but my subconscious knows. I thought I dreamed it, to be honest. No way a child could be responsible for what happened. But I recognize that hair, that undersuit, those glassy dark eyes of yours. Hey man, getting a bit personal here. You'll tell me what those eyes saw. Now. Just sliding over menacingly. What did I see? My parents. You're the last one to see my parents alive. Of course, the Edgelord has dead parents. Alright, I do apologize if my reading wasn't up to par today, but. Oh god, does my throat hurt. Is this week 3 or week 4? I don't remember. Yeah, it's week 4. Alright, that is it for today's episode of Pokemon Academy Life Forever. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed making it for you all. If you enjoyed and feel I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353, Froden.com/KingD353, or Patreon.com/KingD353. Whatever is the most convenient to you. Every donation is appreciated, and for as little as $1 or $3 in case of Patreon a month, you can help support the channel. And sorry, you can help support the channel and ensure I get to eat food or even troll me. With Frode, you can send me whatever you want, so send me a bomb for my subpar reading. Also, if you feel I deserve it, and if you want to spend some time, you can join me on my personal Discord. Once you're there, we will chat, play video games, share memes, and have a great old time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all you beautiful people later. Deuces, Kingdom.